Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me Mariam and also known as Mariam Data Science Wali student at Lehan School in online academy level 1. So today we are having a new topic. When you mix hard work with smart tools, success becomes easier. So without wasting time, we can start our interview with Maya.
Hi, nice to connect with you again.
Okay, Maya. So my first question is, what's the main purpose behind when you mix hard work with smartphones, success becomes easier? Give a long, detailed explanation with some strategies and some real long examples in 5 minutes.
You're diving right in. Cool. Okay, so the idea that success gets easier when you mix hard work with smartphones isn't about some magic formula. It's about leveraging tools to amplify effort and optimize how you operate. It boils down to efficiency, access, and adaptability. And it's a pretty big shift from how things used to work. Historically, hard work meant putting in long hours with limited resources. Information was hard to come by. Collaboration was slower, and staying organized was a challenge, let's say. Smartphones change all of that. They're essentially portable powerhouses that handle a ton of tasks, allowing you to work smarter, not just harder. Let's break down the strategies. First, there's the power of instant access to information. Need to research a topic? Boom, it's at your fingertips. Trying to learn a new skill? Online courses and tutorials are readily available. This dramatically cuts down on the time spent searching for resources, letting you focus on actually implementing what you learn. Second, smartphones facilitate seamless collaboration. Group projects, team brainstorming, remote work, these are all made exponentially easier with apps for communication, file sharing, and project management. Think about it. Coordinating with the team used to involve endless emails and phone calls. Now you can have real-time conversations, share updates instantly, and keep everything organized in one place. Third, and this is key, smartphones enable constant optimization. You can track your time, analyze your habits, and identify areas where you can improve. There are apps for everything from productivity and habit tracking and goal setting. This level of self-awareness allows you to refine your approach and work more effectively. Now, for examples, let's take someone trying to start a small online business selling jewelry. Without a smartphone, they'd be looking at setting up a website, handling marketing, managing inventory, and dealing with customer service, all while juggling the actual crafting of the jewelry. It's a lot. With a smartphone, they can use platforms like Etsy or Shopify integrated with social media. They can photograph their pieces with a high-quality camera, create visually appealing content for Instagram, run targeted ads, and manage their orders, all from their phone. They can also use apps like QuickBooks to track their finances, MailChimp to manage email marketing, and Slack to collaborate with potential partners. That's one example. Another one, imagine a student preparing for a big exam. Historically, that meant hours spent in the library surrounded by textbooks. Now that same student can use their smartphone to access online study materials, participate in virtual study groups, use flashcard apps like Anki for spaced repetition, and even schedule their study time with a digital calendar. The crucial point is that the smartphone isn't doing the work for you. It's providing the tools to help you work more efficiently and effectively. It's a force multiplier. Hard work is still essential, but when combined with the power of a smartphone, it becomes a whole lot more potent. Gotcha? Everything all right? Just checking in. You went quiet there. Want me to elaborate on any of that or maybe switch gears?
So my
Okay.
next question is, how does combining hard work with smart tools help individuals achieve success more efficient, more efficiently
All right.
in the modern world? discuss with real life examples from technology, education, or business, and give along things.
Great. So we want to zoom in on how this plays out specifically in infancy, modern tech, education, and business, and how it all connects. Cool. So infancy in the modern world, I'm reading that as the very beginning stages of learning and development, right? That's where this combo of hard work and smart tools becomes super powerful because you're building foundational skills. Think about language acquisition. Traditionally, babies learn language purely through interaction. Now, there are apps designed to stimulate language development with interactive games and sounds. It's not replacing parental interaction, but it's supplementing it and providing extra opportunities for learning. That's the smart tool amplifying the natural hard work of a baby's brain developing. In tech, it's similar. Kids are learning to code at younger ages than ever before, thanks to platforms like Scratch or code.org. These tools make complex concepts accessible. It takes hard work to learn any coding language, but the visual drag and drop interfaces of these platforms make the initial learning curve much less steep. They're building problem-solving skills from the ground up. Now, in education, it's a total game changer. Traditional lectures and textbooks are being supplemented with online learning platforms, interactive simulations, and virtual reality experiences. Again, it still requires hard work to study and engage with the material, but the tools make learning more engaging and effective. Khan Academy, for example, provides free educational resources and personalized learning pathways. It doesn't do the work for you, but it gives you targeted support and allows you to learn at your own pace. And let's talk business. Early stage entrepreneurs used to rely heavily on word of mouth and expensive advertising. Now, they can leverage social media marketing, email marketing, and SEO to reach a global audience with minimal investment. It still takes hard work to create compelling content and build a brand, but the tools make it possible to scale quickly and efficiently. Shopify, as we talked about before, lets someone start an e-commerce business with relatively little upfront investment. To pull it all together with a real-life example, let's take a young entrepreneur who wants to start a tutoring business. Traditionally, they'd have to rent space, create flyers, and spend hours marketing their services. Today, they can create a profile on a platform like TutorMe or Wisent, create engaging video lessons using tools like Loom, and connect with students online. This lets them focus on core hard work, providing high-quality tutoring instead of getting bogged down in administrative tasks. It's not about finding the easy route. It's about finding the most effective route. The smart tools don't diminish the importance of hard work. They amplify it. They provide the leverage needed to achieve great results in less time and to build a solid foundation for long-term success. Does that stay with me? Just want to make sure you're following along okay. No pressure to respond if you're just processing, but a quick yeah or
My next
fire away.
question is, why is it important to work hard even when smart tools are available? Explain how discipline and effort remain essential in achieving lasting success despite the rise of technology, and explain long explanation with some real examples, strategies, and steps in 10 minutes.
Okay, that's a really solid question because it gets heart of whether tech makes us lazy almost. The thing is, smart tools are amazing, but they're ultimately just that, tools. They don't replace the need for discipline and effort. They actually highlight it. You can have the most advanced software in the world, but if you don't have the discipline to use it consistently and the effort to learn how to use it effectively, it's just expensive paperweight. Lasting success isn't about finding the easiest path. It's about building the capacity to persevere through challenges. Technology can smooth out some of the bumps in the road, but it doesn't eliminate entirely. Let's break down why discipline and effort remain essential, and I'll give you some examples, strategies, and steps. First, smart tools can create an illusion of progress. It's easy to feel productive just by busily clicking around in a fancy program, but if you're not actually focused on achieving specific goals, you're just spinning your wheels. Discipline is what keeps you grounded and focused on what truly matters. Second, technology constantly evolving. What's cutting edge today is obsolete tomorrow. You need a discipline to continually learn and adapt, to master new tools and techniques, otherwise you'll be left behind. Third, and the huge smart tools can't do the thinking for you. They can automate tasks and provide information, but they can't make strategic decisions, solve complex problems, or generate original ideas. That requires effortful thought and critical analysis. Let's look at some examples. Take a writer. They can use tools like Grammarly and Pro Writing Aid to improve their grammar and style, but those tools can't write the book for them. They still need to put in the hard work of ideas, crafting compelling narratives, and editing their work. It takes discipline to sit down and write every day, even when you're not feeling inspired. Another example, a graphic designer. They can use Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator to create stunning visuals, but those tools don't automatically produce a brilliant design. They need to have the artistic skills, the creative vision, and the discipline to refine their work until it's perfect. Now for some strategies and steps. Set clear goals. Don't just use smart tools aimlessly. Define specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. 2. Create a schedule, block out time for focused work. Cut off distractions and resist the temptation to multitask. 3. Prioritize tasks. Identify the most important tasks and tackle those first. Don't get bogged down in work. 4. Embrace challenges away from difficult problems. View them as opportunities for growth and learning. 5. Practice consistent effort. Show up every day and put in, even when you don't feel like it. Remember, small, consistent efforts add up over time. 6. Cultivate self-discipline. Develop habits that support your goals. Resist distractions. Use your time effectively and stay focused on the task at hand. 7. Continue to stay up to date on the latest technologies and techniques. Embrace lifelong learning and never stop seeking to improve your skills. To really hammer it home, imagine a musician learning an instrument. You have the most expensive, technologically advanced instrument in the world. But that instrument won't virtuoso. It takes hours of dedicated practice, discipline, and effort to master the skills needed to play well. The instrument is a tool, but the musician is the one who has to do the work. It allows them to record themselves, find sound, but the underlying dedication is still paramount. Bottom line, smart tools are powerful, but they're only as good as the person using them. Discipline are the foundations of lasting success, and they remain essential in the age of technology. Making sense so far? Just checking in before you ask another question.
Next question is, some people believe that smart tools can replace hard work. Do you agree or disagree? Give your opinion with some example and some long explanation that show the value of human effort alongside modern tools in 5 minutes.
Okay, straight up. I strongly disagree with the idea that smart tools can replace hard work. It's a tempting thought. I get it. But it's fundamentally flawed. It's like saying a power drill can replace the skill of a carpenter. The drill makes the job easier faster maybe, but provide the knowledge, precision, or creativity needed to build something truly worthwhile. Smart tools augment capability, don't plant it. They're amplifiers, not replacements. Here's why. With examples. Content creation. AI tools like ChatGPT can generate text, create images, even produce videos. Someone might argue, see, AI can do the work of a writer or artist. But that generated content is only as good as the prompt it used. It lacks the nuance, personality, and emotional depth that comes from human experience. A skilled writer can craft a story that resonates with readers on a deeply personal level, something an AI can't replicate. The AI can assist, refine, but the core creative spark has to come from a human. Another example in the world of data analysis. Software like Tableau or Power BI can quickly analyze massive data sets and identify trends. These tools don't understand the context behind the data. A skilled data scientist is needed to interpret findings, draw meaningful conclusions, and make informed recommendations. You need someone to ask the right questions, to know what to look for, and to translate the data actionable insights. Now, let's tackle some wrong explanations that reveal the value of human effort. Someone might say, AI can write code, so programmers are obsolete. That's wrong, because AI-generated code often contains bugs and inefficiencies. A skilled programmer is needed to view, debug, and optimize the code to ensure it functions correctly. Or someone might say, machine translation is perfect now, so learning another language is pointless. That's wrong, because machine translation often misses cultural nuances and subtleties that are essential for effective communication. Understanding another language is about more than just translating words. It's about understanding a different way of thinking and seeing the world. And someone might claim AI can diagnose diseases better than doctors. While AI can assist in diagnosis, it lacks the empathy, intuition, and clinical judgment of a human doctor. A doctor considers the whole patient, their medical history, lifestyle, and emotional state, and uses that information to make a personalized treatment plan. The tool supports the doctor but doesn't replace the vital human element. Ultimately, relying solely on smart tools fosters complacency and diminishes critical thinking skills. If we stop challenging ourselves and relying on our own abilities, we become less resilient, less adaptable, and less creative. Hard work builds character, fosters a growth mindset, and cultivates skills needed to navigate an ever-changing world. Smart tools are valuable assets, but they should be used to enhance, not replace, human effort. They're partners, not substitutes. Got it? Just checking. Still with me? Feel free to jump in whenever you're ready for the next question. All right,
Okay,
what's
so
on your
my
mind?
next question is give advice in 1 minute.
Whoa, hold up. Did you just trail off with London? Are you asking for advice specifically about London? Or was that a random thought? I can definitely offer advice, but could you clarify what kind of advice you're looking for? Like, are you planning a trip, thinking about moving there, or something else entirely? Okay, so
So viewers, that's our interview. I hope you will like it. So we can meet